Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Eve Echoes. I hope all of you guys are strong, safe and healthy in these weird times that we live in. In today's episode we will be talking about the latest additions to the game, why some stuff is good, why some stuff is bad, why some stuff is horrible, and why some stuff make absolutely no sense. We're also going to be announcing the giveaway winners. I've been on a bit of a break in these recent times, mostly because I, just didn't feel okay. Stuff happens in real life and, it's real life. Also had a lot of work at the job, so anyway, here we are. So let's start this, shall we? You might be wondering what I'm doing in an Emperor. Well, I actually tried testing the new content that was released. Needless to say, immediately after downtime ended, I logged in, was trying to find out exactly how the linking between Recruiter and Recruit is being made, because it was really not that obvious. It was actually counterintuitive for a player to actually figure out how to respond to a recruitment ad. And when I'm talking about recruitment, I'm not talking about recruitment inside a corporation. No, this is just a plan that NetEase devised. I'm guessing that they don't have enough marketing and not enough players are flocking, and plenty of the existing players, well, no longer existing, they left. The player base was shrinking, and it is still shrinking, unfortunately. So instead of relying on their own power to market the game, they are actually relying on us now to share and convince new players or existing past players to come back to the game. And if they do that, well, it's said that we will be getting something. And that's one of the main topics I wanted to touch on. As mentioned, immediately after downtime, I was not able to find the menus for adding the link, which is actually the character ID of the person who recruited you. The mechanic is very bad, mostly because in the first hour it did not work at all, so you weren't able to find any area or any screen in which you were able to input it. This got fixed after a few hours because I grabbed another phone, made a new account just to try and figure out how the system works. And I'm guessing 3 to 5 hours later, I've started seeing the panels pop up where you could add the necessary character ID to link your account or link your character to whoever recruited you. But the way they did this is plain stupid. Bear with me. So the recruitment ad is just a QR code or a code like your character ID, because you're putting out the recruitment ad for somebody to join the game and start playing, or for an existing past player to catch up back into the game. The flow of this process is entirely optional, and you might ask yourself, well, if I recruit somebody, I will be getting some perks, right? Yes, you will. Is the person that I'm recruiting will be getting some perks? No, he will not. By inputting your code or scanning your QR code, joining the game, creating a new character, linking character ID, basically stating that, this guy recruited me, so I'm putting in his code, does not give the recruit any benefits at all. So let's take a look at the panels. You can find this in events, in link and bond. There's a couple of panels here. The New Eden recruitment event. This one is the recruiter's panel. This is how he can generate the share of screen. This is the New Eden recruitment event, so you can share your stuff and put it somewhere for people to join in on the game. If you scan the QR code, you'll be taken to App Store or Play Store to download the game. If you don't, if you already have the game installed, the game will open. But of course, because you already have a character created, well, you won't be able to link. This only applies to new characters being created after the event launched. So how does the recruit actually ties into the recruiter? Well, there's the other screen in here. Let's close this one. It's link and bond under the same event, New Eden recruitment event, And if you go to link and bond, you can basically select to link with someone, and you can input his character ID. Now, I did a character, let's say I have this guy, and I've linked with my main. This is just for testing purposes. So as you can see, me being linked with the recruiter gives me no benefit at all, because the rest of the screens are basically my opportunity of recruiting more players. But me to sign up, create a new character and play, and actually link with the player who recruited me, gives me absolutely no benefit at all. There is no reward in the link and bond screen. We have the rewards inside New Eden recruitment event, but this only applies to people that you recruit. So if you recruit 10 people, yes, you will be benefiting from them. You will be gaining the rewards associated with, depending on which type of recruits you've gathered in the game, be it returnees, players who've played the game but decided to leave and now are returning, or new capsuleers, actually new players that just installed the game and created a character after the event has started. So you'll be getting some stuff as a recruiter, but as a recruit you get squad unless you refer other people yourself and you become the recruiter. But this is entirely dumb and nonsensical. If I joined the game because somebody recommended this game to me, aside from the fact that I do expect that my recruiter to gain some benefits, duh, it's a referral program, I also expect that me as a recruit, I get some perks, right? I get, I don't know, just a bunch of ISK, some skill points in advance, maybe a destroyed chip or something, depending on how good I do in the game, because, well, my recruiter is going to be receiving some prizes. As you can see inside the mission progress, you can see for one new recruit joins a corporation, you can get 100 and whatever friendship something points, logs in for 3 consecutive days, for 7 days, for 15 days, reaches tech level 5, tech level 6, buys a mega, I don't know, upgrades to a mega clone. As a recruiter, you get a lot of stuff, and these points can be traded into the store, inside the friendship store, whatever it's called, and you can get some stuff. I think it's a nanocore and some, I don't know, nanocore materials, you know, stuff like that. But as a recruit, as me just joining the game and being ecstatic about, you know, somebody recruited me, I'm going to link up with him because I'm definitely going to gain something as well. I don't get anything. This is very much one-sided, and I have no idea why they designed it this way. Aside from the fact that this entire thing should have been done by NetEase, by the marketing team, to help funnel more players into the game. They're expecting us to share, but where do we share? Because, well, us the recruiters, the players that still play, where can we share stuff? On Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and these are groups and social media stuff where players, existing players, activate, and we won't be finding new players here. We need to find someplace else to post our stuff. Maybe, I don't know, share the screen or a screenshot that I showed you earlier on WhatsApp, over with some friends in some chat rooms. That might be okay doing into recruiting new players. But sharing them on existing social media platforms and groups that we're already part of, we won't be finding new players here. Or if we do, we'll be finding new players that are already playing the game and already have characters, and they are unable to link to us. And again, it's one-sided. If this is one-sided, it means it's optional. It means it's completely skippable. Me as a recruit, by joining into New Eden, creating my very first character, I have no incentive. I have absolutely no connection to the man that recruited me because, well, I can choose to say, fuck off, I'm not going to put your code, your character ID inside link and bond. I'm not going to give you anything because I can see the rewards that you'll be getting off of me, and I can just play the game as is. And that's it. I won't be punished as a recruit for not putting in the character ID, and, well, that's that. This is almost completely dumb, but it's so nonsensical that it completely baffles me. This could have been a great referral program to benefit the recruiter and the recruit both at the same time, and not be just like one-sided thing and completely optional and skippable. Plus, if somebody would have, I don't know, think about the design for a few seconds before actually putting shit into the game, they would have thought of a better recruitment or referral program. One that works, I don't know, with the official website, which would be actually interesting. Once you've set up your character, you can go there and you will be greeted with, even in game, with, you know, you get some perks of benefits. If you select whoever recruited you, you'll both be getting some trinkets, and you'll, I don't know, have a great time, and you'll get something, he'll get something, and this is how you encourage people to, I don't know, come together and have fun in the game, at least, well, I don't know, for a few days until the recruit actually understands how the game works. You know, Eve's learning curve is quite steep, so if he doesn't like it, he might be just uninstalling within the following week, or if he stays, well, then you should give him something. Okay, we have dailies, we have stuff, but you know, a recruiter got him to play the game, so give both people something. And it could have been done either via the official website, in which you had to put, just like the events we had on with the, you know, input your character ID so you can get like some materials or whatever that was. I think it was for the Neon Rain event. You could put in your code then and you'd get stuff. Also, I think for Valentine's Day, you could sign up into eveechoes.com and put your character ID there, and you'd get like a pack with something. Just I don't know, using the share button to generate this screen tells you absolutely nothing. Okay, QR code. Not many players, or not many people use QR code. With this banner, I'm being recruited. What the hell do? I have no fucking clue, because I have no idea what the game is about. Maybe I'll Google it up. We'll try to understand what I'm signing up for. And then, okay, I joined the game and I'm completely bombarded out of every direction with tutorials, with new player engagement system, and with the set sail, whatever. These all are all good, and they're actually good. This is one thing they did right, and I actually praise them for it. But immediately as I'm bombarded with all those messages and all those, get this, here's his ship, let's go into some anomaly, we're gonna give this skill points, I completely forgot the second moment that I have to put some code somewhere. And even if I find this screen, this specific link and bond, this is the message. This is where you can connect with the capsuleers who invited you to Eden and earn rewards. What rewards? As a new recruit, I get absolutely no freaking rewards. Anyway, aside from the fact that this screen did not work for the first hours after its release, I did manage to find, I wouldn't call it an exploit, but it is a mechanic that can be abused, because it's all perfectly balanced after all. So if you're going to take down the road of alt maker, you know, you're going to create some accounts and you're going to create a bunch of alts just so you can benefit from your own reward system, because no one in its sane mind, existing players creating new characters, is going to put your character ID inside Link and Bond to give you prizes. You can do this by yourself, and it's actually pretty funny because, well, it's not account bound. It's not something that you link and bond over the account. No, it's on character, meaning that if you just create another account, you have 3 slots, 3 new characters, and you can create 3 characters, and you can use the main character's character ID, and you put that character ID in the link and bond for all the 3 alts that you've just created. It's not something account based, it's character based, so you can just wake up with 3 recruits in your interface. And I don't know, if you're a dude that just multi-box out of pure pleasure, you can just do the tutorials, and you can just log in the 3 days in mission progress. You can complete these missions pretty easily. You just need to join a corporation. Sure, join the main accounts corporation. Log in 3 consecutive days, 7 consecutive. Sure, it's 1 account, 3 characters. You just have to click on it every day on each of the characters to log in and to generate and increase the counter on this one. And to reach level tech level 4, that's also pretty easy. You just have to accept the dailies. You need to do the tutorials. If you're multi-boxing, this is going to be pretty easy to get a bunch of these free whatever recruiter coin. Yeah, that's the name. And you'll be able, with your main account, to head over into the store. Sure, it's going to take some time. If you're multi-boxing, you can do just that and have a bunch of characters into the same account. You can do 2 accounts, so you'll be getting 6 characters as recruits for your main character, so on and so forth. The possibilities are limitless. Again, this event is dumb. Again, the idea of this system is good, but it's so poorly executed. And the fact that they will be completely relying on us, the existing player base, to bring on new recruits and back the veterans, or at least the people that left, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. At best, we will have an infusion of alts based on what I just told you earlier. But new players, maybe a few. Past players, I'd say no. Because a player that has left the game is going to peek and try to understand if, well, the game is any better. Is the game any better? Definitely not. Let's move over to the next subject of today, which is the skill reset. Because, well, April balance update is just around the corner. March is almost at an end. We will be getting a hopefully, a big and good balance patch in April. I have my doubts, but, you know, fingers crossed. So what happens? Well, a bunch of stuff is going to be rebalanced. Probably ships will be unusable. We've seen that happen before. Probably modules or weapon system that you've been using are going to be shit now, and you'll have to switch to something else if you want to keep up your ISK generation, your PV, or even your PvP. Maybe you're specializing in something that after the balance patch, is not going to be that great anymore. So what do? Well, we just have to go into the skills panel right here and tap on the reset button, which is in the bottom left corner. Now, this reset button opens up the reset skills panel, in which you can select skills to detrain, get out skill points out of them, based on a ratio of 5,000 skill points per 1 plex. We've discussed this system a long time ago. They improved it. Yeah, they improved it. I must acknowledge that, because sometimes they do stuff that it's actually good. So you can extract skills, you can't sell them or anything, it's just in a state of reset. Free skill points, you can then proceed into putting them into some other skills that you want. Like, for example, after the balance patch in April, missiles are going to be completely useless. You'll have to figure out a new weapon system to your liking, which you would like to respec. So, you know, you'll have to move your skill points from missiles to, let's say, autocannons. So let's do a simple math. 5,000 skill points per 1 plex, that means 1 million skill points reset for 200 plex. It's reasonable, but yeah, the price is high, but you know, it's skill points, and it's something that you've invested as in time spent in this game, and now you have to pay if you want to, I don't know, move skill points from one skill to another, which is totally fine. Respec costs in every MMO, but some time ago, a bunch of folks, us, the player base, suggested a long time ago whenever you do breaking changes into the game, in which, I don't know, the balance patch would completely drop the nerve hammer on missiles or autocannons or even on a specific ship, that we should have at least the skills that we've invested for that ship or for that weapon system or tanking returned to us, or at least a portion of them, like 1 million skill points, or the ability to reset 1 million skill points or 2 million skill points for free without paying any plex. Well, because this was the balance previously, you've modified the balance, and now we've been paying for the game, for the service. We've invested plex, we've invested aurum, we've invested time, and now we need to switch the paradigm, and it would be fair to give us the ability to respec for free, or at least not entirely, but a portion of it might make sense. And this was actually done, if I remember correctly, in the previous balance patch, which was 1 year ago in April. They did give us 1 million skill points to respec totally for free, and that was great. Now this year they're going to be continuing the tradition, but they've modified the mechanics a bit. So now there's not going to be a free quota based on like a service-wide script given by the developers, executed, and everyone has 1 million skill points free quota to respec. No, this is going to happen via a specific item, because, well, we didn't have enough items that you could milk people for money in the store. Well, now we have another one, and it's called the Lazarus Units, and these Lazarus Units will provide you with the free quota of skill respec. So 1 million Lazarus units will basically allow you to respec 1 million skill points. Pretty fair, right? Sure, they did announce that during the April balance they will give plenty of Lazarus units to us, the players. I don't really understand, or can't understand, what does it mean plenty or sufficient quantity? What does it mean low quantity? What does it mean a few of Lazarus? So it's still not certain, or at least not known, what are we going to receive. Are we going to receive like 50,000 units? What will we do with 50,000 units? Just, I don't know, reset a basic level 1 skill. Anyway, so in the past days I've been pretty active on Reddit and on Facebook, and I've been asking myself, what if these new Lazarus, because I've seen the patch notes, decided not to comment, because, well, I kind of knew this was going to happen. I didn't make a video, but I made some posts here and there, and then, well, the people kind of noticed after the patch happened and the content was released that, well, I was right again. These Lazarus units can now be found in the store, and there's an interesting price set up there. So if we move over to the store and we go into the HOT, we'll see the Lazarus unit supply, and initially it costs 200 aurum, and we all know 1 aurum equals 1 plex, and you can transform aurum into plex. So the original cost for 1 million Lazarus units is of 200 aurum, but that's actually 200 plex, and 200 plex is equivalent to 1 million skill points. So what the fuck? This does not make any sense. And then I started thinking about, well, there's so many people in the game having so much plex that, well, I think that just allowing people to respect using plex and giving them some free Lazarus units, whatever, it's not going to help the budget of the studio very much, right? So for the players that don't have ISK to buy some plex and to respec, and they actually want to respec, or they just don't want to spend too much ISK on plex, because plex price have been rising recently due to inflation and due to badly designed events, and because there's no destruction in the game and whatever, they decided to offer the player base for a way to respec using but not using Plex. So you can use Plex if you have Plex or you have ISK to buy Plex. You can actually respect using Plex, but if you just want to respect you swiping the Visa card, this is the option. And the stupid idea to just have the original, why did they add the 200 price for this? I mean, why the discount? I mean, what is the purpose of it all? This discount will only be applied to this period of time until the April patch, or I don't know, before and after 1 month. And what happens afterwards? It just goes back to 200 Aurum. Again, as mentioned, 200 Aurum for 1 million Lazarus units is also the same as 200 Plex for 1 million skill points. The discount here, they could have just removed the 200 and just put like Lazarus units 180, and that was pretty fine. That would have been great. No, because players seeing the discount label will definitely be incentivized into buying this. Not so much. So indeed, you will be saving up 20 Plex per 1 million skill point reset. But what the hell is this mechanic? I don't know. I'm just as stunned as many of you are, and I really don't understand. I've been talking, I've been criticizing, I've been offering suggestions, I've been offering solutions, and yet we get this crap. Will this ever end? I mean, will we actually get good content? When will the existing content be fixed? We don't know. I'm not sure if for you as well, but for me this is just another disappointment. I really hope that the April patch, the April balance patch, will have something good. But at this rate, I can just assume the Destroyers will get some new nerfs, because why not? Anyway, let's move over to the last part of this video, because I've been jabbering for way too long. The winners of the past community question of the week. The question was, do you enjoy the new content that we received? And it was a question based on, you know, the coupon store and with the auto salvage and with the skill chips and all that fiasco. We've got 3 lucky winners. First winner is Matthew Fritzl, with the comment, we'll have to pay for a chance at a new mod that, depending on the model, is worse than or equal to the current loot range. Not the best move netties have made. To be honest, I loved the rental program when it was part of the Chinese New Year event. Still do. It allowed you to passive gain ISK, LP, and the splendid coupons. But with how they tricked us out of these coupons and then opening the shop that they said they would close, soured the experience. I'm not sure how I feel about the way this content was given to us. Still doing the rental program for the ISK and LP, not so much the coupons, and if don't get the auto looter, then I'll just wait till it becomes possible for me to get it. Congratulations, Matthew. Moving over to the second winner, which is Chuamat, with the comment, the new auto salvages have their own niche in helping to loot while you focus on ratting, but for now it's too niche and the price is unjustified for the range. The skill chips are way too expensive on the market and too rare to find in Type 2 gravitational waves to even be considered, for the bonuses they give to the salvages. The re-released Splendid Coupon Store is a pretty pay-to-win way to get new items, but with the ship rental event, it is not as bad. Unfortunately, it is for people with more time in the game and more varied type of ships. Overall, it's not the best that natives can do, far from it, but it's a very slight improvement from the Deathwise Nanocore and Capsule draws, I guess. Well, sure, and I would definitely agree with you with one single exception. The re-released Splendid Coupons actually is pretty much set up just as a casino slot machine, because you pay to get the Gravity 2 scanners, but you're not guaranteed of getting either a auto salvager or a skill chip. So you just, it's actually a dice roll. So you get one, you get one, you get one, you pay some more, and at one point you might get one, but you know, each slot machine has like a 10% payout, and yeah, it's all a trick. You get to spend more, but when you win, you don't actually win. The house always wins. It's pretty clear on that one. Congratulations, Shumat. Let's move over to our next winner, our third and final winner for today, and it's none other than Nils Kale. With the comment, "Hey Forta, I spent around 7 billion to open 33 gravitational sight boxes aiming intact box, which has a chance to give you a chip. I got only one. You super lucky." Like I explained my situation, I do love the auto tractor to convey the Rex without efforts, but however, the motivation of the Eve Echoes, in my opinion, is something more convenient and accessible, which was not possible in EVE Online. As more simplified versions of the play, it should be done more approachable way that everyone can enjoy. As I have my own Master Looter, it is perfect for me, but it is only for me. I really doubt if the Chancellor or Head Chief, whatever, is at NetEase developer teams are really listening to the customers or not. It is because I'm anxious that Echoes is going the opposite way what we wanted for them close the game supply. So yeah, this is a valid concern that we all have, and we don't know what's going to happen. We can only hope for the best, but until then, we'll just have to wait and see. Congratulations to our 3 winners. You will be getting an Omega combo clone. That's 30 days of Omega duo applied to your character. A big thanks to all who participated in the giveaway. And now we get to issue the next community giveaway because, well, each week we give out 3 Omega combo clones to 3 lucky winners. And the next community question of the week is, given the current recruitment system, did you manage to recruit anyone yet? In order to participate, you need to drop a comment below with your in-game name and character ID so I can give you the prize in case you win. It's going to be easier for me to send out the prize and easier for you to receive the prize. So, comment with your in-game name, character ID and answer to this question and you'll be automatically added into the pool. Good luck! Next week we'll be announcing the next winners. That's it for today. I hope you guys learned something. Thank you guys for watching. A very big shout out to my channel supporters and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!